Good day, everyone. This is Brandy, aka Be the Truth. And yeah, you get all of me today, baby. The big forehead and all. It is hotter than two hells outside, and I'm trying to keep all this sweat at my hair. The lock life is the real journey, baby. But anyhow, I come through with a quick message because it seems like anytime I post something, you always have these religious, Bible thumping ass people that got something to say. And after you read their comments, you gather an understanding that they have no understanding. And so how do you treat a fool? Leave them where they be. Don't even respond to them. Let a fool be a fool. Because when you go to respond, you show yourself to be a fool. But anyhow, I would like just to bring a short message to explain the difference between spirituality and religion. So I have a question for you. What's the difference between a dope man and a preacher? The dope man and a preacher. One sells you dope, the other sells you hope. Both of them allows an individual of a feeling of euphoria, of a feeling of feeling good for the moment. But then once that wears off, you're back to square one. A dope dealer will surely go to jail for the product that he pushed. Yet a preacher will be rewarded with tax exemptions and hella access to government funding. And with that money, they do what they choose and share what they want. i.e., they give out food baskets during Thanksgiving, Christmas. They pass out toys during the holidays. They just do little odds and ends to make it appear as though they're for the community. And all the while, the majority of their money they collected for that fund, they've pocketed and done whatever they chose to do with it. Don't believe me? Look it up. The difference between spirituality and religion is spirituality allows you to gain a relationship with the Most High and a spirit team that has been assigned to you. And within that relationship, they will mold and guide you. Yes, faith is very necessary on the journey. So religion is not so bad, but it serves its purpose. Have you ever realized or noticed, for you churchgoers or ones presently going or ones that no longer go, have you noticed that every time you go to church, they only speak at a certain books? Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Bible holds, I want to say 66 books, and they preach at a maybe 12, and it's always the same sermons, and they remix those same sermons 100,000 times. It's like you go and you continuously hear the same thing over and over and over again, but yet you're not given the tools to truly change your life. The tools that allows you to look at yourself from the inside out and make the necessary changes, and then to go forth on your journey. Religion will also tell you that only certain people holds gifts. That is not the case. Everyone came into this lifetime with a purpose that they were supposed to complete and the proper tools and gifts in order to complete that journey, that mission. Whenever you enter into the religious arena, you are not told that. You are only given different positions if the preacher feels you worthy. If you have paid enough tithes, if you have donated enough money, or if you have kissed enough ass, only will you then receive, or only then will you be told that you have gifts. And a lot of times them niggas be lying. Early in my journey, as I stated before, I was brought up in the Baptist church, and I stood wholeheartedly on it until I became of age, and I started seeking from the depths of my soul, not seeking for any fame or fortune, but solely seeking truth. Was I shown the truth? And I had been set in places where the Most High and my spirit team, the Holy Spirit, if that's what you want to call it, has showed me what was taking place and has ordered me to leave immediately. When it first happened, I was kind of ashamed. I was afraid. I was thinking it was ego. Should I really walk out in the middle of this prayer service? This man just told us to go to these walls and pray and do this and do that. And I was torn. I didn't know what to do. Not even a few seconds later, my phone rang, and it was about my son at school, and I had to leave. That's when I knew that voice that I heard, those instructions I was given, was spot on. That man recognized that the individuals in his congregation held real power, and he was trying to siphon our power for his gain. That's how a church uses your energy. For those who are truly spiritually gifted, I guess that's the word I will use. A lot of these individuals can see more about you than you can see about yourself. And they'll do all they can to manipulate you and to use you until you stand up and recognize what's going on. We all, everyone, come into this lifetime with a purpose and a plan. A lot of individuals started off with very hard upbringings. And within that, a lot of people ended up hardening their hearts and walking in their own path, choosing their own direction, which led a lot of individuals to learn a lot of hard consequences. And then that just bring on more anger and frustration. And then there's those of us who are very, very spiritual and highly gifted. And, you know, we can be ascended masters, ancient beings, whatever the case may be. But some of us have been through some of the hardest of hardest situations, and we still stood on that righteous path, meaning what was done to us, we did not bother doing to the other. Yeah, that shit hurt, and it probably brought you down to some bad situations. You probably experienced some consequences behind it. But because your heart was right and you kept your conscience clear, you was able to go forth on your journey. And so it was a lot easier for you to open up to your gifts and be used by the Most High and your spirit team. I'm not knocking any churches. You understand? A lot of these people are operating out of pure ignorance. A lot of individuals have been told from an early age, ooh, you a preacher. Ooh, you was called to preach. And so that's what they have in their mind. And then that's what they're geared for. But yet they don't prepare themselves for it. And then they get in front of these congregations and they see how the people worship and adore them and give in to them. And it strokes their ego. And so that's where they stand. Then you have other individuals that are in these churches, the head of these churches. They've been through theological school. They had that spiritual compass, and they know what they're being taught is nonsense, but yet they go along with it. But some individuals will take what they know and take the opportunities they have, and they will truly give back to their community. I can speak on that. I was actually in a church here in my hometown. And although we know preachers, everything, every spiritual entity, all churches are guided, and their authority is the Catholic Church. The Catholic diocese control everything that is brought forth in these churches. And like I was saying, you'll have some of these preachers who actually know the truth and they do what they can to give back, but they are limited in what they are allowed to tell you. But yet they will still set up in their church tools that'll help you help yourself, i.e. financial literacy. They have certain substance abuse programs to try to help, break your addictions, help you recognize who and what you are and how to stand on it. They offer housing, offer jobs. Like those are places that are truly there to help you grow. But again, you can't stay stuck there because this is a journey. That's where you start at. And then you are supposed to gather your personal relationship with the Most High so you will know what your job is once you've gained those tools and how to use them. Not everybody will be called to preach. Not everybody will be called to be a spiritual leader or a teacher. Some of us are still shepherd, and we'll help lead and guide the little man to the right man so they can gain what it is that they need to gain in this lifetime. So again, the difference between religion and spirituality is religion is what you're told, and it is very limited. It's not there to help you grow. I just can't fathom why people go and hear the same thing over and over and over, and yet they don't look at their lives and see, well, shit, I've been in this church for 20 years and I'm still in the same position. As where spirituality is a relationship that is formed, and you will be led and guided in the way that you are to go. And you will be given your tools and your instructions along the way. There are no restrictions that's put on you other than what you put on yourself. This spiritual journey is not a game. It is not a game. It is very rewarding, and it's very eye-opening. And at times it can be very stressful, especially when you hit certain rocks. Whenever you're called to evolve and go to the next level, those are what we call tower moments, where it just seems like everything around you just falls down. And in those moments, that's when you stand on that faith that you got from that religion, that faith, those scriptures, those verses. That's when you stand on that. But you're not supposed to go and hear the same thing and do the same thing over and over. Everything is about growth and reaching the next level. And anything that's not offering growth is detrimental to your soul. It's wasting your time and sucking up all your money. And if ever you find yourself in a hard situation and you need a little bit of help on a bill, rent, or just a simple meal, 9 times out of 10, that religious institute ain't gonna mess with you. It is very, very important to choose what it is that you desire in this lifetime. And there's no right or wrong. Everybody, this is the lifetime, this is the realm of free will. You understand? Everybody has the right and the free will to do whatever it is they choose to do in this lifetime. But once you do that, you cannot cry and complain about the consequences that come upon you. So again, what do you choose? Religion that comes with restrictions and a lot of fear, or spirituality? And once you get to a level of spirituality, you don't feel the need to bash anybody for their decisions and what it is that they choose to do, because you realize that that's not your call, that's not your business. Everyone will answer for what they need to answer for when it's time for you to put that heart on that scale of balance. So again, what is it that you choose today? Spirituality or religion? It's your choice. Be blessed, baby. I'll be back again.